Now, now you've only had the pleasure, I think, of going to one mall.
Oh.
And that was the Mall of Africa.
Mall of Africa.
From what you saw of the Mall of Africa, what do you think about that? What do you think about the malls? Because I got to let you know something. And listen, they had the best malls over here in South Africa. My family in the United States, I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't been everywhere, but y'all sleeping on these malls over here in South Africa. And I can't tell y'all to come all the way to South Africa to come to the mall, but the malls are the bomb. So what do you think about that?
Okay, I know you can't tell them to come over here to
go to the mall.
But in the event that you make it here,
yes,
that's one experience that you have to do. So the one thing that I also noticed at the mall was how massive it is. Even though the mall is so massive and there were so many people at the mall, it's so big there was still space. You didn't feel crowded. You didn't feel, like somebody was up on you the whole time. The customer service, not just at the mall. I have to admit this too. The customer service here has been impeccable everywhere you go.
I was going to ask about that.
It is just amazing. It's like they have a sense of pride no matter what they're doing. And you can ask for something, they're already a step ahead of you because it's like they kind of know you're going to ask for it. They're ready and they're prepared. And there's no attitude. There is no, there's nothing. They just, oh, sure. So that part I totally enjoyed.
And you know what, family, listen, we do have a video coming about our experience in the mall due to, and it's including that customer service.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing.
That was good. That was really good. Yeah.
So one thing I would say that really stood out to me when we were at the mall was one, it is large. Mm-hmm. Two, it was very crowded, which the malls in the U.S. hasn't really reached the crowds that they were, I guess, pre-COVID. But these were some really large crowds that I remember. And most of all, the advertisement and the people that actually worked in the mall were black or colored. I don't think I've seen anybody white working in the mall.
All right, we are spending Sunday afternoon at the Mall of Africa. Check it out, y'all. This is ultimately the coolest place to be. Y'all, I think that way because I love the mall. My friend over here who is here today, this is their second day in town. So what do you think so far of the Mall of Africa? What do you think so far? It is absolutely exquisite. It looks nothing like anything at home.
So we lived in Texas for 4 years.
Texas.
And everything is big in Texas. Guess what?
Everything is
big again.
It is.
Yeah.
So guys, we just left Tasha's, and y'all South Africans that live here know all about Tasha's, the signature restaurant. Everything was good. The meal was great. But we're now going to go in and check out some of the shopping at the Mall of Africa. What do you think?
I'm ready.
You ready? All right.
It's always good.
Shopping's always good.
Caught by surprise, yeah. What's that, Nike? Okay. We should go in there, but I'm. Sometimes they're a little bit behind. You have most of your update fashion for the marathon boys. So. Yeah, exactly. So I'm a little bit behind Dallas and New York. Mm-hmm.
then you got
But I want a white one too. I want the all
They
white
don't
one.
come in
I want
white.
the all white one.
It's off-white. I haven't seen them come in white. But we go to,
I like that.
which one, baby? This one.
Mhm.
You still like the same shit. Burgundy, white, blue, pink. That's purple. No, that's pink. That's pink, you marble. That's purple.
That's purple.
I
like that one.
I
like that one.
But I got mine from Sports Center. But I don't. I'm gonna see if they have that one. I really like that.
My audience needs to know that I'm motivated by price.
Yeah, you motivated by price.
Yes, I'm motivated by price. I buy things because it's cheap or because it's a great deal. Not necessarily love it, but if I get home and I can make it work, okay, yeah, I'll keep it. But if I don't like it, it's going back to the store because I got more money than I do.
And most of it goes back.
Ooh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Talk to us about
It's the
everything.
truth.
Okay.
It is the truth. She loves to shop, but I guarantee you, when she comes home, I won't even know if she went shopping. You know why?
Why?
Because the bag stay in the car. You know why the bag stay in the car? Because she hadn't made up her mind whether she's going to take it back yet.
Okay,
That's
okay.
exactly correct.
Okay, well, good. She's not a sneaky shopper.
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
All right, so how long y'all been married?
27 years.
27 years.
This is our 27th wedding anniversary.
Okay.
We're celebrating here in South Africa.
All
But
right.
this is the anniversary trip.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So any chance y'all might want to move over here one day?
Well, there's a chance. There's always a
There's
chance.
always a chance.
So,
And definitely, the rand being 18 to 1 for the U.S. dollar.
sometime 19.
Oh,
A couple of
wow.
weeks ago it was 19.
Wow.
And they say it's going to get up to 22. That's what they say.
Okay.
All right, so 22, y'all need to move right away.
Sounds like a plan.
With that being said, we can get more of everything. More perfume, more shoes.
Well, is there any way that we can kind of South Africanize ourselves so that we don't look like Americans and we can get the South African
The
price?
South African price. That's right.
Yes.
So just don't say nothing. They won't know if you don't talk.
Gotcha.
Just because the moment y'all open your mouth, they know you from America.
Got it.
2 words.
You know, that's like,
I'm like, hello.
and that's funny. We were in the Dominican, and before I opened my mouth, they thought I was Dominican. But once I started talking, he said, I guess I looked like some people that he knew or something. So, I don't know. Makes sense, though. Makes sense.
So 8,500 rand for perfume. How you feel about that?
So I think that's going to bring us at what, $400?
500 almost.
$500. I think it's probably a little more than that at home. So yeah, it's
You think?
expensive.
What?
Perfume.
Well, I know Creed is.
Creed is very
Yeah,
expensive
Creed,
at
yeah.
home.
Creed is. I do.
So if you can get it for $100 less, yeah, absolutely.
Only $100? This is South Africa.
It may be. I don't know full price. I'll do some research. But I know it's expensive at home.
Wow. What do you think, Dan?
It's expensive at home and here. It's expensive.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Want some champagne? Champagne.
Skins at the Mall of Africa, and Scooby has offered us champagne while we put on perfume. Thank you. Well, you don't want champagne. Okay, can I get 2 more? No, I'm fine. We just
Get
get
some champagne. It's all that I want.
Okay, so some champagne for her, and I'm for you.
Let me go get some
Okay,
champagne.
and we're gonna decide what we like here. Okay, Miss Tarina.
In a real
So
life.
we're gonna try something that's very expensive. That's what we like.
Lebanese or zesty?
Lebanese? Leather, no. Leather is too musky. I love that.
Okay, maybe let's smell leather and smell something zesty as well. Let's try it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually liking this vanilla, but I need to get rid of the dome.
So what is the best selling?
Clive,
Can you tell me who Clive Christian is? Okay, so Clive Christian makes perfumes for, Queen Elizabeth, hence the caps.
Yeah.
I don't want to give people. No, I'm
Come on, you're not going.
It's not even there.
Yeah, so hence the crumb as well. So it's actually one of our beautiful house as well because it's doing so well. We're getting a lot of replenishment.
What is the new what's the new Kate? Yeah. This ain't it.
Is it too sweet?
It's not it for me. I'm not getting expensive.
Let's try them.
It's the one on the left.
And pronounce that one more time.
Falona Petite. Falona Lunatic. So what are you wearing? Falona? Falona? That's all I know that.
What do you say? It's like a hot.
All right, Dan. Okay, we're gonna have to hit up a club.
Even the billboards.
Correct.
Oh my goodness. When I say beautiful billboards, they're really eye-catching. They're striking to see such beautiful people that look like me on a billboard of
Yes.
all kinds. It's
Yes.
not just
On every billboard.
on all the billboards, on the side of the building.
Yes.
It's almost like y'all tell me, but for me, it was like South Africa was somewhat of a secret. Like no one ever said anything about South Africa. When they talk about Africa, the continent, they're not talking about South Africa.
No, I have to agree with you on that.
They're not saying anything about South Africa in my world. Maybe somewhere else where people are well traveled, they just know, but no one's ever mentioned the malls, the gold bars, the Skins perfume. No one's ever mentioned anything like that.
I have to agree. When you sit at home and you watch TV and they talk about Africa, of course, a lot of times we group Africa as in the continent, we group them all together. This right here, excellence, is just beyond.
Yeah.
It is just a step above.
I would say if South Africa is not on your list, put it on your bucket list.
Absolutely.
You have
I
to
said the
do
same
it.
thing.
Yes.
I said you have to do
Yes.
it.
You
Just
have to do it.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go forward. Today, you actually went to Constitutional Hill tour, the full tour. Let's get an idea of what you actually feel about that.
Well, first of all, very impressed that we were able to meet a judge that we knew from the States. Actually, my wife, Darlene, is a friend of hers, have become a friend of hers, and I'll let her speak on that. And we'll go into it.
So yeah, I have a girlfriend back home, and her son is marrying a judge's daughter that is here in Johannesburg. So she arranged for us to take a tour of Constitutional Hall. And my expectation was just to take a tour. She, however, did tell me that it was historical. And I knew Nelson Mandela was there. But okay, yeah, let's roll with it. What I was not expecting was the emotional drawing and pulling that it had, hearing the stories and seeing the walls, and not only that, appreciating what she's doing in the justice system, at this moment. Because guys, keep in mind, the things that we have seen in the States, from 1980, you cannot say much of anything except for small things, infractions that we have seen. The amount of injustice that has taken place here in South Africa, it's astonishing. It is absolutely astonishing. I mean, oh my God, I was so emotional, I couldn't even breathe.
One of the things that our tour guide pointed out was when they imprisoned a black man back then in the 80s, which wasn't long ago, they didn't put him in there to rehabilitate him, they put him in there to kill him. And a lot of the black men did not make it out of those jails. It was really sad. But I mean, I think it's important to learn and understand that history, especially if it's a place that I live or I want to possibly live, to understand, the roots of what happened here and why I guess some of the things are the way they are, and why some people have certain emotions and feelings about certain things. But I would say that it was definitely a learning experience for us. And I didn't know Gandhi. I knew Gandhi was in prison in his lifetime, but I didn't know it was in Johannesburg,
Right.
in the same jail as Mandela, even though it was at different times.
That was interesting. So, when you just said that, it just made me remember that you will get to know a person from their history. If you can learn a person's history, you can kind of figure out what makes them tick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's been a long 2 weeks.
It has.
And we are coming to the end of our 2 weeks. But any final thoughts that you would like to leave the SBU or Subu Nation? What would you like to leave everyone with? And also speak to the family in the U.S. because they are receiving the wrong message.
No doubt.
We want them to know that, there's more to Africa than just these negative commercials and people going on here complaining about snacks and other things like that. There's more to the continent than just that. So just go ahead and share a little bit, and then we'll be done.
Well, first of all, I found an abundance of snacks. I found too many snacks. The other thing is, we did not even talk about this. The safari.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, guys. The safari was absolutely amazing. It was so good. But the biggest takeaway for me in the U.S. is, I think, to this week here, history has meant more to me than history has ever meant to me before. Of course, we've all gone to school. We all have had history class. But just to get down to the nitty-gritty and to really know your history, I feel like this is one of those times. You got to open your minds. You got to open your eyes. You got to learn your history to be able to appreciate where you have come from and to appreciate where you're going. So my takeaway for our brothers and sisters at home, know your history, near or and far. Just know who you are.
It's one thing to see documentaries and shows about Soweto, South Africa, Johannesburg. It's another thing to come here and experience it, because after experiencing that, I do feel like I'm connected to it, even though I still live in the States.
Yeah. So let me say this, and both of you are exactly right. But what I found is that living in the United States, it's almost like we're in a bubble. And I'm not saying it's not a protected bubble, but it's like you're in a bubble. And once you cross the Atlantic, it seems like the whole world kind of opens up to you, and you can go anywhere. You know, I mean, I don't know if y'all have y'all ever thought about going to London? Have you ever thought about going to Egypt? I mean, you might have seen it and be like, oh, I'm gonna, it was just a thought. But like once you cross over the Atlantic, it's like, oh, it's right there. I can go with it's not a big deal now.
Yeah.
But when we live here, when we live in the United States, I must say, it's just, we have those 50 states. And most of us, me included, don't even get to visit those 50 states and probably don't even care to visit those 50 states. But it's almost like we're in a little bubble and we're just doing our thing. And if we want to be totally honest, the rest of the world really doesn't exist.
That is
You're
Because we
absolutely
really don't
right.
care anything about it because we just live in life.
You're
But once you
absolutely correct.
cross, it is like, oh, all of this is over there.
And I keep saying eye-opening because it is 100% eye-opening. When I was laying up in my wonderful in-suite that my friend put me up in, I'm laying there and I'm looking at the ceiling, which is still beautiful too. Even the ceiling is beautiful. I'm looking at the ceiling and I'm thinking exactly what you just said. Lord, I am in South Africa.
How about that?
I am in South Africa.
Yeah.
Not only am I in South Africa, I'm experiencing it.
There you go. You're experiencing it.
And no one made me come. It was a choice.
Right. Yeah.
So the next question is when we're coming back.
I know.
We will be back. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, that is,
Yes.
and I hope that you have an opportunity to come back on your own free will.
Yeah.
But even if you have to come back in a hurry, we got you.
All right.
But if you come back on your own free will, that's good too. But yeah, this y'all, it's done that for us, I would say, because it's just that thing of opening your mind, because it's just like there's a whole nother world out there that we didn't know.
Yeah.
That we don't even think about. I'm speaking for myself. There may be a bunch of world travelers out there that live in the United States. It's like, I know about it. I'm telling you, I never thought about the rest of the world outside of the United States because I didn't have to.
Yeah.
I didn't have to. It had all the conference. It's actually spoiled us to the point that we're probably half a no good. I'm not going to go all the way with that, y'all. So half a no good. Your parents be like, you're no good. You're no good for that. No, that's not the truth. But, it's just made us such a people that it's like you said, we have to relearn our whole history again.
We do.
We have to understand that there's a lot more to this being colonized, sent to America, all those things that we don't know anything about. How did it affect us as a people? And how did it affect the ones that were not sent to America?
Absolutely.
What kind of role did it play in our minds, and what to do now? Are we going to be Cain and Abel our whole life?
That's good. That's good.
Are we going to be this way our whole life? Or is it going to be... Because guess what? We've talked about this. We talked about this a bit at the party. We all are here, and I think it's about 3,000 African Americans here in South Africa that have recently come, recent years. We all are wondering, what is our purpose for being here? What are we doing here? So I can't wait.
No doubt.
Now, I can't help but think that you guys may have a little bitty part to play in that too.
No doubt.
But it's coming. We'll see.
Yes.
All right. So anything else y'all want to add?
I'm just excited to see what God is going to do when he bridges this gap of South Africa and America. I think it's coming.
Yeah. Now listen, I'm supposed to be going, but listen, have y'all not realized since we've been over here, Trump and everybody else in the United States have been talking about South Africa since we've been here. I've never heard anything about South Africa until I got over here.
Yeah,
I mean, now in America, South Africa this, South Africa that. I'm thinking, what? So anyway, Mr. Boss, do you have anything you would like to add to this conversation before we go? No? All right, guys. So listen, again, thank you guys for joining us. This is D and Mr. D. Y'all just stand by for these outstanding videos to come. And yes, you will see the safari. All right? Stay tuned. Thank you, and thank you all for being here. Bye-bye.